pleasure to welcome you to this professional day.
Today we have the professionals meeting, so we have a series of experts come to give talks on the up-to-date information to professionals who are involved in the care of children and adults with Dravet syndrome. It's important for us to relay all this information and bring professionals together so they can talk amongst themselves and network.
It's wonderful. I'm not saying this because I'm here, because I'm attending a lot of conferences. The organization is perfect. If you look at the faculty that is invited, the talks are really up to date. I'm really enjoying this conference. It's really, really great.
The lovely thing about today is that I sit in the meeting getting ideas about things that I could be doing and maybe should be doing. And I also get ideas about thinking, oh, that's something we could look into further. And so it's really stimulating.
It's the best family community that I've ever been a part of. When I go to these conferences around the world and I see people I haven't seen in 10 years, it's still familiar, it's all the same.
What you can't capture about a meeting, the very essence is that networking and the new ideas generated. So yes, I can read a paper at home in Australia, but it's not the same as meeting with the other researcher that's written that paper and saying, what do you think about this? And perhaps we could explore that together. And that makes for very exciting discoveries and research and science, and that is going to move the field forward and help improve outcomes for children and adults with Dravet syndrome.
I guess a lot of the studies are of modest scale, inevitably because of the rarity of the condition, and tend to be from single centres. And what we're seeing now, I think, a little bit more is centres grouping together to try and get more robust information that's more reliable and useful for people with Dravet syndrome and their families, and doctors looking after them.
It's really hard when you're a professional and you feel very alone. You feel like no one else is there to help you because you second guess yourself and you want to make sure that what you're doing is correct. So coming to a place that's been able to have a conversation with someone over lunch about, oh, this is my situation with my patient, to have them say, oh yeah, we had that and we did this. I think you can't beat that. That's worth travelling from Australia for. That's gold.
I think knowledge is power. I think it's important, really important for Dravet Syndrome UK to be part of the world community. And the world community in Dravet is so strong and powerful and caring. It's absolutely fundamental.
And how can you make an early diagnosis?
This conference and the previous conferences at Dravet Syndrome UK have organised an essential for educating other medical professionals about Dravet syndrome, getting the message out about early diagnosis and also the best ways to manage children with Dravet syndrome. And also, I think probably the even more important is the Families Day tomorrow. Talking to families with Dravet syndrome allows us to prioritise what are the important areas for us as doctors and scientists to research into.